Yeah, welcome to the show, fellas. It's been a while since I've done a show, and I totally forgot about this fella's problem here. He actually sent this in my business box, and I almost just deliberately ignored it because I don't answer mail in this box. Okay, this is where I handle my orders and stuff. And I've told you guys before, don't try to email me here. But I'm gonna go ahead and answer this. Uh, the fella's writing, "Hi, player. I need your help with the problem I'm having with my wife, but before I tell, let me give you some background information. When I first met my wife, I had no game, none whatsoever, and no confidence or self esteem at all, but she could see the potential since then. We have gone through a few troubles, but we are still together. Some women, they like men with no confidence for some reason out there. It's because they might be control freaks. They control those kind of men. Okay. And he continues by saying, I have changed a lot since then. And my wife is a amazing woman. She always tries to see the best in me and pushes me to be a better person. But sometimes she treats me like a child. That's a control thing. When a woman treats a man like a child, she's trying to be in control and says she can't trust me to do anything. That is a total woman who's in control when she says something like that. Okay. In the past, I've let her down a few times. Huh? So he's in the position of being her child, and he now feels like he's let her down a few times. You see how this guy said that, fellas? Do you see where I'm getting at? So she's above him, and he's below her, and he feels like he's let her down. He's let his goddess down. She worships her. But one time, I really let her down, and she has never forgiven me for it. Never, never forgiven me for it. My wife has not had an easy life. She grew up in Brazil. Ah, como estás, senor? Con licenso, but I gotta bust you on this, man. Con licenso, senor. Uh, Seen a lot of bad things happen, and her first husband treated her so bad, and later find out to be gay. Now she finds it hard to trust anyone at all, let alone me. And every time I make a mistake, it reminds her of all the past things that happened to her. See how the fellow's walking on eggshells? He can't even be himself. Now, this female looked for a weak man because the last man treated her badly. So she looked for a weak man. Brother, you are a weak man. And this is embarrassing for me to read. I can see she is trying her best to see the good in our relationship. God, I hate shit like this. But sometimes she starts to cry and says, I wish I was dead. That's control. That's control and manipulation right there. When people threaten suicides type stuff, that's manipulation. And I want to walk away from everything and live on the streets. That's another control, and that puts fear in him. That's why he's walking on eggshells. He's trying to prove to her that he's good enough because she's so high up on that pedestal. He's not a man, he's a boy. You are a boy. I'm sorry, David. You got punked, and you wrote me this punk ass letter, and it's hard for me to think of a man in this kind of fucking position catering to his female like that. You are the man, and you are the motherfucking leader, not her. You make all the fucking mistakes you want. Life is about learning from your mistakes. It's not about being afraid to make a mistake because she might get upset. This letter is fucking disgusting. It's disgusting to think of a man in this kind of position. I want to get my game together so she will feel more secure with me. But I'm not sure how to do it. You do it by being a man. You got to get your control back as a man. You probably never will with this woman. In fact, if you try to change, she'll leave you. You got to make a decision. Do you want to be in this fucked up relationship? Because this is not a good relationship. This is not a healthy relationship. And women like this usually cheat on the simp. You are a simp. Okay? She cannot respect you as a man. So there's no way she's going to stick around forever. Look at how she acts. That's just a sign of trouble coming from the future. You got to grab your balls and express yourself as a man. Hey, look, I know I fucked up, but don't you worry the fuck about it. I'm the man here. You see what I'm saying, fella? She needs to trust you as a man. She would never trust you as a man because you act like a child. You act like you're her bitch. You put her on this fucking pedestal. It's embarrassing, David. It's totally embarrassing. That's why I didn't do it. I read it and this kind of stuff makes me want to vomit. You make me want to throw the fuck up thinking about, a man being that under a woman's thumb. It's disgusting. So grow some balls, fella. That's how you could win her trust. As long as you keep acting like this, she ain't gonna ever trust you. Hell, I don't trust you. But she would never trust you. Okay?